They say it's a big rich town. Hey, and I just come from the poorest part. Legal, illegal, baby. I gotta make it. And off. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. Y'all know what I'm here for. Simply based on that theme song. That is, I'm here to review Ghosts. Power Book 2 Ghosts. This is season 1. This is episode 8. The episode is titled Family First. Before I go into it, let me give my shout outs to my people because y'all know y'all been holding me down on this channel. You know, the channel's small, but it's growing, and I gotta thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I do it for y'all. Y'all keep me going, and y'all encourage me. So we gonna keep it moving. We building. So shout outs to these people. Motown Investor. How you doing, Motown Investor? June BLC, Tia Divine, A. Henderson, Penny, R.C. Kroger, Simply Be Yourself 100, Lex Max TV, am I skipping somebody? And you all the rest. You know who you are. I love you. Thank you. I'll give you a shout out in the next one if I forgot. I was going straight off the dome with that one. So shout outs to you. And let's get right down to this. All right, like I said, this episode is titled Family First, but I think they should have called this episode Butt Hurt, because there was people, or in your feelings, because it was people in their feelings in this episode, in their feelings, butt hurt, just doing stupid things. All right, who am I going to start with? Because y'all know I go in my own order. Let's start with the Professor Jabari, who is someone I am starting to really dislike. He's really getting on my nerves, and I think last week's episode with him, what he did, that really irritated me, the way he's acting over Carrie and all this. First of all, dude is sleeping with a student himself, so I don't know why he's so butthurt and so mad, but he's thinking that Tariq is sleeping with that professor when she's not. It's actually Ezekiel who's busting her down, but okay, whatever. Or should I say she's busting him down, because Ezekiel seems very open off of her. But anyway, Jabari, I just don't like this dude. He's trying to get Tariq to trust him, and it's just everything he's did in this episode tonight was irritating me. He's gotten to the point where, he's reading the essay that Tariq had, and he's that Tariq gave him, so he can plagiarize and steal it for his book, because he's trying to get this. I think this is his third book. He's trying to get his third book off the ground. It's not, the last one wasn't as successful, so he's got this agent now. And the agent's like, we can push this, but he doesn't know how it ends because he needs more information from Tariq. But in the essay, there was something that Tariq wrote that kind of triggered him when Tariq was like, I like this girl, but she's got this corny boyfriend or whatever. That pissed him off because he's thinking that Tariq is talking about the professor, and Tariq is not. But it's like just so corny. So we see him in this episode following Tariq around, and he gonna get hurt, and I cannot wait for him to get hurt. I know. Yep, I said it. I cannot wait for him to get. He's following Tariq around. Tariq is in all types of stuff, selling the drugs and all that. And he's following him around, and he's just so butthurt. He goes into this thing where he's about to text her and tell her, be careful. But he thinks about it. Wait a minute. My book ain't finished. I need to still work with this dude to steal from him. I cannot wait. He's going to get caught. I cannot wait till they catch him. So anyway, I just had to get him out the way. He's just irritating. So it's a big game on the campus. Family is here. People's parents are coming into the campus. Is just, all of that stuff going on. And guess who shows up? Effie. Remember the girl from the other college that snitched on Tariq in the original Power and snitched on him and got him and kicked out and all that? She's back. She wants to sell the snow. She wants to sell the coke. They call it? Yeah. She wants to sell the coke. Tariq at first says no. And remember, Braden asked him that as well. And Tariq said, no, I'm not selling no coke. We do weed and pills. That's our business. Weed and pills. They kind of run a little low right now. Things are going a little crazy. But now Guess who shows up at the campus? Two-Bit, aka Francis. He shows up at the campus and, just conveniently runs into Lauren and her parents and asks her where the freshman dorm is. And then you wouldn't happen to know Tariq and all this other stuff. And then she says, oh, yeah, he lives in that dorm. So he finds Tariq easily, roughs him up in his dorm room, and he tells Tariq, you and your father owes me money, and I know you got money, because he thinks Tariq inherited this big money, but he doesn't know that Tariq can't get a hold of his money. So Two-Bit is like, give me that money or I'm coming back and doing XYZ. So now he's got a short period of time to get this money for Two-Bit, or, off with your head. So he has to get this money for Two-Bit. But while doing that, he's like, he tries to go to the lawyer. Shout out to, y'all remember Alvin from the Cosby Show? He was here playing the lawyer. So Tariq try to meet with him to see if he can get some early advance on that money. No, it's not going to work. You got to graduate to get the money, Tariq. That's the only way. So now Tariq has to go to Effie and deal with Effie. But then he has this conversation I like that he had with his mother, Tasha, about how do you deal with somebody that you don't trust. And she said, well, the key to that is make them trust you. So Tariq did this whole little song and dance with her about, he really liked her and he didn't trust her. But he's playing the game. Very clever. He's very similar to his father because he's very sharp, very smart, and he knows how to maneuver around. I'm liking him on this show. I got to say that because in the original Power, Tariq was getting on my nerves. But in this show, I like him. And I was like, how are they going to do this and make him likable now? And I'm rooting for him, and I like him in this. So anyway, he's teaming up with Carrie. I mean, not Carrie. He's teamed up with Effie, and he gets him some from Effie. Looks like there's a romance. Remember, but there's still Lauren on the scene. So now Tariq he got Lauren, he's got Diana, and now he's got Effie. Well, it's he's juggling these three chicks, these three women. So, interesting. Now, where was I at? So he's got this deal. So he's going to sell the drugs so that he can pay Two-Bit. But now here's something else that's going on. Kane, y'all know Kane, Monet's son, he's butthurt. He's in his feelings because he feels like he's been replaced by Tariq. So he hires one of them dudes from the GTG or whatever they call to come to the campus and shank Tariq. That's right. So he's got his little paint on and all that, and they're like, you got to get him and make sure you take care of him. But Tariq is sharp, and Tariq pays attention to things. And so this was a really good scene because, this episode was good. This was a really good scene to me because we see the dynamics between the Tejada family and Tariq, because Tariq comes to sit down with Monet and the family to watch Ezekiel's game. Ezekiel's nervous because we saw that, he's worried like, this is a big game and I got to be good at this. I got to do this, or, my family's dependent on me. And if I don't do this right, it could all fall apart. I could end up playing overseas and not being as far as successful as I need to be. And we see Ezekiel tell that to the Professor Carrie, who, like I said, they banging each other, and she got him sprung. And so he's like, can I see you tonight? He's all up in her office. He said all this before he went to the game. She told him, you'll be all right, be yourself. And that was funny when Monet saw Zeke with the professor, and she had to try to play it off like, listen, we can't, and Monet was really not feeling her or whatever. But back to the game, that whole dynamic while Zeke is playing and Kane is sitting up there, and Tariq comes in, and he's already put the hit out on him. He's like, yeah, you dying today. You dying today. So Tariq gets up and he's like, oh, I'm going to go to the concession stand. And he goes out, but he's going to meet Two-Bit because he got to get Two-Bit his money. As he's doing that, like I said, old boy from the GTG, is it GTG? Or whatever, y'all know the gang I'm talking about. He out there lurking, but now Tariq is paid attention. Tariq done already peeped his bright. Okay, you coming to kill somebody, right? You're in disguise up here. You got your paint on and all that. Why are you wearing these bright neon shoes, noticeable shoes? I can find you in any crowd with those shoes. Your shoes. So, Tariq knows it's the same dude with the bright shoes. He's following me. You with these shoes. What? Come on. I don't know. He should have did that a different way. So anyway, Tariq is on to him, and this was a good scene too. And it had that tension. I'm like, oh, run, Tariq, run. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is his show. They're not gonna kill him. So why am I like, run, Tariq, run? Don't let him get you. Like I'm sitting there like all excited, like, tense, like, go, don't let him get you. So they run into the campus or whatever, and Tariq goes into the room where the pool is, and the guy got this shank, he about to stab Tariq. Tariq grabs a little pole, hits him with it. They get in a tussle. He knocks Tariq down, and he got him like this. He's just about to finish Tariq off. Here comes 2-Bit to the rescue, puts the dude in the head in the water, basically drowns him. He gets his money from Tariq. Now he's like, now I need more money now because I done just helped you. I done killed this dude for you. I need more money. Takes the dude's phone. They're like, did you get him? Whoever, I guess that was GTG or that was Kane asked him, did you get him? And 2-Bit takes a picture of him, the guy that they just killed, dude with the bright shoes, takes a picture of him, sends it back. So now Tariq goes back to sit down at the game. Kane is behind him. Kane is like, he back? Hold on, they ain't finish him off. So now Kane gets up. So Monet's like, why is he getting up? He gets up and leaves the game. And what happened was he saw the picture, and the picture said, I'm going to kill you or whatever. It said something threatening to Kane. So Kane leaves, gets up, makes a call, and Tariq took that phone from the guy that was trying to kill him. So Tariq picks up the phone and just listens, and he hears Kane like, whoever this is, I'm going to kill you. So I thought that was clever. So butthurt Kane, you in your feelings because your mama has put this boy in. You got jealous of that. You tried to get him killed. It didn't work. And so now he's pissed off. But see, this has caused a bigger problem because now the leader of that gang or whatever thinks that Kane has crossed him. So now, after the game, because what's his name did a great job with the game. Ezekiel did a great job. He's out celebrating. And Zeke, whatever, is friends with the guy who's Drew. Is friends with the guy who Drew is sleeping with, the other basketball player who's on the down low. Keep it on the down low. He's on the down low. He don't want nobody to know that he tipping and dipping with men. And so he's trying to keep that off. And then you got Drew. Oh, Drew was another one, but hurting in his feelings. Because now Drew, you calling and texting, and homeboy's not answering you. So then he gonna call Zeke. Hey, Zeke, where you at? Because he know that homeboy is hanging out with Zeke. So he's like, he did all that. I was like, yeah, that was a bitch move right there. Like, you really open like that? So you tracked him down because you know that he's with your cousin. So Drew, they go to the club, right? And so Drew shows up because he knows that his down low lover, boyfriend, I don't know what they doing, is there. And now he really cared. He likes Zeke and all that, but he wasn't there for his cousin. His whole thing was to track. He's butthurt. He's in his feelings. His whole thing was to track down the dude. That's what his whole thing was. He wanted to track down his little boyfriend and his little down low boyfriend so that but he pretend he's there for Drew. I mean, he's pretended that he was there for Ezekiel, but he wasn't. He really wasn't. So now they have their conversation, and he's telling Drew, listen, I can't be out like you, and everything is not like that for me, whatever. That was a decent conversation where the guy is telling him, listen, everybody can't be free. My family doesn't accept stuff like that. I can't live that life. I gotta be in the closet and all that stuff. So they're having that conversation. Now they're all about to leave this club, Zeke and the rest of the guys. Now here's the problem. Because the GTG dude is dead and at the hands of 2-Bit, and now this guy thinks that, the leader thinks that this was Kane who did it. He sends these guys over to go after Ezekiel and attack. So they attack and they're threatening to blow Ezekiel's knee. And like this will hurt Monet. This will hurt her most. This, that, and then Drew is like, no, take me, don't do this, whatever. Drew ends up saving the day, but here's the conflict. Here's the thing that's crazy. Now his little down low secret lover learns something else about Drew. Like, wait a minute, Drew, you into this life of crime thing. Now he's turned off from him. And then Zeke is shocked, like, what the hell is all this going on? And now he did save Zeke's life. He did save Ezekiel's life, or save them, because they was going to mess him up. They was going to mess him up. And so Drew handled that situation, tackles old boy, beats him down. The rest of them run off, whatever. But now Zeke is like traumatized. So he runs to go to Carrie. He's traumatized because he ain't used to this. He's an athlete. He ain't into that crime. And I don't think he was aware that his family is full of crime and, they doing all this stuff. So he was turned off, even though Drew saved his life, saved him and saved his career because he didn't get shot in his leg, in his knee. Ezekiel's like traumatized. I thought that was a good scene too. But now we go back to the house. Drew goes back to the house with Monet, and she's like, you put your cousin in danger. What's wrong with you? But the real thing is, this is all the fault of Kane. This is Kane's fault. Because of him being what? Butthurt, y'all see? And in his feelings. That's why I said this episode should have been called Butthurt and in Your Feelings. But because of him being in his feelings and trying to kill Tariq, you done brought the drama to the other side of your family, to the athlete. He ain't supposed to be in this. You done put some mess. You done put him in y'all mess. So now Monet finds out the truth. And now Kane, you out of the family now. She done kicked you out the family. And now she has more respect for Drew. Now Drew went to Kane and told Kane, listen, this is just finish them off, kill them off, and do that for the family. Kane kills those GT, whatever their names, members, but he saves that one leader, and makes a deal. You're going to give me half. Because he's like, you know what? I might be out of this family or whatever. So he got to look out for himself too. So he's like, I'm not going to kill you, but now me and you got a forced partnership. And I was like, that's interesting. But I had a question. This gang only have 4 members? There's nobody else that this dude could, you get what I'm saying? That was interesting, but okay. Now that guy is working with Kane now. So, but Kane has been disowned by Monet. Kane tries to come to the house. Diana lets him know, you're not welcome here. You can't come in. She's standing in the doorway. Not coming. Can't get in here. Sorry. She ain't do it like that, but that's how I'm. Sorry, Ma. I don't want you up in here. Monet is up in the window. She looks down at him, and she closed the curtain. So Kane has been disowned. Monet, she loves him, but he brought the drama to the family. He messed up with this one. He really messed this up. Now, Tariq calls his mother and tells his mother, Ma, somebody tried to kill me. And he's like, that pissed her off. So she calls Monet's husband, who's in jail, and she lets him know, listen, I don't know why y'all put this hit out on my son, but I'm going to tell you, I will find a way to hurt yours if you hurt mine. And I like that scene too. So now this all gets back to Monet. So Monet has a conversation in broad daylight with Tariq, because Tariq is smart. He said, y'all ain't killing me. You ain't going to kill me in broad daylight. She explains to him, it wasn't me. That was all Kane's doing. But listen, I've disowned him. And listen, if you got to do what you got to do, meaning if he comes after you and you kill him in self-defense, I have no problem. But if I find out you're going after him, I will kill you myself. So I'm like, this was interesting. So it's like, okay, if you kill my son in self-defense, no problem. But if I find out you're going after him, it's a problem. It's all still sick and twisted to me, but I was like, okay, these people are sick and crazy, you know. And that's how that is. That's what that is. Also, we saw something that was interesting with 2-Bit. Y'all seen 2-Bit go to the late Spanky. Remember his friend Spanky who got killed off? We see 2-Bit go to Spanky's mom, which was played by comedian Lunel. I thought that was interesting. And he tells her, he speaks and said, I got your back, anything you need. I'm liking that 2-Bit is here. And it's interesting seeing what's going to go on. I'm seeing something forming with him and Tariq. This whole thing is getting good right here. And we also have this issue with Tariq and Effie because, you know, he blew Effie off after having sex with her and all that because he's got so much going on. He blew her off, so she's pissed off. And with her being pissed off, she ends up telling Brayden about the whole thing of her and Tariq selling coke after Tariq just told Brayden that we only doing weed and the pills. So then that kind of messed with their relationship. But it was really good. It was really good tonight. And I'm looking, I say this every week, don't I? It was good tonight. I really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to next week's episode. And do they do 10 episodes for this? Are they going to just do 10? Because this was episode 8. But it's really getting good. What I want to see, I want somebody to handle that professor. I'm tired of him. Jabari, I don't like him. I'm tired of him. I want to see something happen with Sax. He wasn't in tonight's episode, but I'm tired of him as well. But it's getting really good now. It's getting real. Tonight, I really liked tonight's episode, and I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm very interested in what's going to happen with 2-Bit in this relationship between him, and I think it's going to build into something more with him and Tariq. And I can't wait until this lowdown, I know I said this already, that professor, I can't stand him. It's just, I can't stand him. That's all I got. That's all I got. Y'all tell me your thoughts down below. What were your thoughts of tonight's episode? And what do you think is going to happen next week? That's all I got for now. Thank you for watching, because I'm starting to ramble. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. You all be blessed.